Within the Greenspan Floortime approach, when we discuss challenging and expanding within the interaction, what we're referring to is making sure that we're helping a child move up the developmental ladder, meaning they're moving from one developmental milestone to the next and possibly to the next and the next. In doing this, it's very important we challenge at the appropriate developmental level. This means that if a child is 4 and they're not verbal or talking, we're not trying to push them to use language. Yes, language is our goal, and our goal for language might be up here, but we have to address these goals first, meaning we have to work up towards the age-appropriate goals from a developmental perspective, which means we start from the ground up. So as a child is moving through these capacities and milestones, it's important that we are there to help them move through the milestones by challenging them and nurturing their expansion of their abilities. In doing this, we need to make sure that our challenges are gradual and subtle and are not based on what we want the child to be doing, but instead based on what we observe the child is already naturally doing and subtly nudging them and challenging them to take it one step further. If a child walks away from you, gets frustrated, gets angry, has a meltdown, or just completely ignores you, this typically means the challenge that you are using, the way that you are involving yourself, is not necessarily within the guidelines that we recommend. It may seem confusing to have such a vague description of what the just right challenge is, but nonetheless, the proof is in the pudding. If you get a response, a meaningful, purposeful response from the child, then you're doing the right thing. However, if the child avoids you, ignores you, gets upset with you, or any other type of outcome along those lines, then unfortunately that means that either the challenges we're using are either too high or they're not high enough, meaning the child is getting bored because what we're doing is too simple. I would say most of the time adults challenge too much. So we need to be very aware of how we are challenging a child and that we're first meeting them at their developmental level.